What's up, YouTube? So, in this video, I'm going to be talking about Mac Jones, quarterback out of Alabama. He's a pretty solid quarterback. You do kind of see a little bit of a drop-off when you go from, like, Trevor, Justin Fields, Zach Wilson, and then you kind of have, like, the Kyle Trasks, the Mac Joneses, and kind of the Trey Lances. I think those three are in a different tier, and then I think there's another drop-off after that. But the tier I'm in right now, they're pretty good too. I think they could be potential starters for you. So unlike some of the others, Mac Jones is more of a pocket passer. He doesn't have the athleticism that the top three have that I was talking about. And definitely not the athleticism that Trey Lance has either. But he's not just a pure pocket passer. He can move a little bit on you. He can escape pressure and kind of do some things with his legs. He can throw on the move a little bit, so he's not just a pure statue back there, which is great because in this league now, there's no place for statues. But as far as him playing in the pocket, I really like him. If your team drafts him, he really likes play action. He loves playing off that, so probably try to implement a lot of that if you can get a really good running back. Or just running success that'll really help you out. He's really good at throwing with touch, back shoulder throws. He's fantastic with that. He finds his checkdowns very well. He surveys the field extremely well. You see his eyes moving across the entire field, not just half of it, not just staring at half the play. You can tell that he really has a better understanding than a lot of these quarterbacks, to be honest with you. You could tell that he's had another year than some of them because he had a redshirt season. Let's see. Now, I'll get into that in a sec. Now, as far as his arm strength goes, it's not like some of the top talent players. The arm strength isn't like the Trevor Lawrences, the Justin Fields, the Zach Wilsons. It's not like that elite caliber. But don't get it twisted. Mac Jones' arm strength is fine. It's not bad. It's actually above average. It's just not insane. He can make most of the throws that you want him to do. And kind of like Joe Montana said, like how many throws do you throw over 40 yards? If you're throwing the ball over 40 yards consistently, you're probably losing. And he can throw over 40 yards too. So, don't get it twisted. His arm strength is fine. It's just not at that elite caliber. I've seen him throw into tight windows very accurately. He is just, in general, a really accurate passer. He throws into tight windows, NFL caliber throws. He's another one where I don't think he's going to struggle going from what is considered open in college and what is considered open in the NFL. I think he's going to be fine with that. He does have some velocity, because like I was just mentioning his arm strength. He can definitely throw with some velocity. He can throw with touch. Let's see. Okay. So, now to kind of get into some of the negatives I kind of see with him. Like I said, physically, he's just not as gifted as some of the others, so that's going to probably hurt his draft stock a little bit. He's not going to shine at the combine like some of the others. But I think if you end up starting him, I think he can be a really good player. At least solid for you. People are going to mention that he has a lot of weapons at Alabama, and it's very true. His team's very good. He gets a lot of time back there, sitting in the pocket sometimes. He's not going to get that in the league. He's just not. His offensive line gives him a lot of time. He's got a lot of really good receivers. There's a good chance that he may get drafted by a really bad team with a bad offensive line. Receiving core might not be what he likes, and he's just going to have to deal with it. So that'll be something to kind of look out for. It's not necessarily his fault. But one thing about having a great offensive line, he does have a tendency to hold the ball a little bit too long. Just because he trusts his offensive line. And that's going to get you sacked in the NFL. Get your team into some bad situations. And overall, I would just like to see him learn to throw the ball away a little bit more. Sometimes just living to play another down is something that it's the right move sometimes, and he just needs to learn that a little bit. And he does do it sometimes, just a little more consistently. If you get stuck and there's no one open, there's no run lane for it, because like I said, he's not a super athlete. Just throw it away. You'll be fine. But yeah. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. If you liked it, I appreciate you hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.